if you're a man and you're trying to change your life in whatever way, whether it's by building a business, by losing fat or building muscle or finding wife you can build a huge family with, it doesn't matter. No matter how old you are, no matter what your goal is, if you just watch this video and take it into action or like put it into action, this will genuinely or can genuinely change your life if you just put this to action for a consistent period of time. But before I get into the how you can get there, I want to let you know about the why you're not there yet. And that why is as simple and as absurd as a simple fact that you are taking advice from the wrong people. And if you want to start making like bigger progress in life, faster progress in your life, and like eventually change your life, build a nicer body, build a huge business, find that wife, whatever, as I already said, you should consider using what I call the reverse method. I gave it a fancy name so that you can remember it, but this is what the video is essentially about. I will cover what this reverse method is. I have a full script to help you change your life, so I don't really want to waste your time anymore, so I'll just get into this. So what is the reverse method? So the reverse method, essentially, I will give you a little scenario to run through so that it like literally makes the most sense to you. So the reverse method is like, okay, let's say you want to like lose some fat and you look for advice about how to lose fat, how to get in a better shape. And if you hear somebody online or in person giving out lose weight advice, and you clearly see, like, I want you to actually think about it. If you clearly see that the person himself is not in the best shape ever, he's probably like a bit skinny fat, or he's like at the like extreme scenario, he's overweight and obese, you clearly don't want to take advice from that person. But this is a super simple, a super absurd example, yet many people do this. For example, when let's say, okay, you want to build a huge business and you tell about your idea, your parents, your family, and your family is clearly not the type of group who would support this because they grew up in a different times. So they will tell you like, now that is too risky, like don't do that, like please just go to like university, go get a nice like comfortable job, and you take that advice. People actually do this. People actually like, it sounds rude, but that family, your mom, your dad, whatever, are not at the point, like they don't have a successful business. They are not the kind of person you would like to be. So why listen to their advice? And as I said, I know it sounds rude, but it is just for the benefit of you, you know, and it will eventually benefit them as well when you will be like funding them with money, maybe retiring them in the process. And so if you hear somebody giving out advice about the goal you want to achieve, like building a business, for example, and like, okay, your family is giving you that advice, and like, don't listen to it because your family is not the kind of people you want to end up as. And as I said, it sounds disrespectful, it sounds rude, but it's true. So your parents give you like, go to school, go to university, go get a nice, comfortable job advice. And if you actually want to build a successful business, just like be respectful, hear them out, and then just do the complete opposite. Don't go to school, don't go to university, don't get any 9-to-5 job, nothing like that. Just go all in into your business idea, fail, learn, adapt, and eventually build that huge business. And when you look back, and when your family will like look back in the future, they'll be like, fuck it, like he was a badass. Like, I'm actually proud for my son that he had done the opposite of what we told him to do. And there are millions more like examples just like this, because for example, we all have that one friend who has no relationships. All his relationships ended up in a disaster, and he's out there giving you relationship advice. You know, like we all know these people in our lives, and man, even though we know they're not where we want to be, we listen to them, and by doing that, we just ruin our life. Basically, we ruin our chances for a good life, you know? So if you need some advice, if you hear out some advice, look who is giving that advice And if you see that that person is not where you want to be in that area of life, so for example, in fat loss or in muscle gain or in relationship or business, as I already mentioned in this video, if that person is clearly not who you want to be in that area of life, then just be nice, like hear him out, be respectful, but just do the exact opposite of what he tells you to do. And this is not like, you're not being contrarian for like the sake of it, like, oh, I'm different. Like that's egotistic. Like you're not doing that just for your own ego or just to be different, because like you have to use your brain with it. If let's say, I don't know, you have a doctor and he's pretty fat, he's overweight, and you clearly see like he's unhealthy, and he tells you that he has some heart or like they need to amputate their leg or whatever, you won't not listen to him just for the sole reason that he's not where you want to be in health, you know? Like if they tell you like, hey, we gotta amputate the leg because like you might die otherwise, boy, just like let your leg be amputated. Listen to that doctor. So just, this is not, you're not being like contrarian for the sake of it. You're not doing the opposite for the sake of it. Like obviously use your brain in it, but like 99% of cases, just like go with this rule. Like when you hear somebody who's not where you want to be, give out advice, just listen to him, be respectful, but do the opposite. And that's basically everything I wanted to mention in this video about the reverse method. I hope everything made sense, because I know that sometimes I get a little bit more talkative than I should, and then like my sentences make no sense. And if you basically got confused in this video, that's my bad. So if you have any questions, like comment down below and I'll answer your question ASAP. But practically, I swear to God, if you do this for just like 60 days, but practically like ideally do this for your whole life, but I swear, if you just do this for only 60 days, which is 2 months, you will be so much better. You will look so much better. You will feel so much better, or you will be making much more money. Whatever your goal is, you will be so much better in that area of your life if you just do the opposite of what people you're not trying to be tell you to do, you know? Because the only reason 99% of people stay average their whole life and never amount to nothing and never achieve anything is the sole reason that they follow the advice of the masses. Every single person out there, or like 99% of population, as I already said, are just following what their parents told them to, what their environment told them to. And that is the reason why they stay average their whole life. So once you start using this reverse method, start doing the opposite, you will become unique, you will be different. And if you want to achieve something different, you have to be different, if it makes sense. So yeah, as I said, this is everything. If you want to change your life, just do the opposite of what other people who are not who you're trying to be tell you to. It will be uncomfortable. You might lose friends. You will also like be seen as someone who's super weird. People will like side-eye you in public and shit, but that's a part of the process. You will lose friends. You will also gain new, better, higher quality ones who will basically push you forward even more. And bro, as I said, it will be uncomfortable, but that is a part of the process. If you want to change, changes are uncomfortable, but if you are really serious about changing your life and about like becoming the best version of yourself, you just have to go through this. It will be painful, but since you made it this far in this video, I know that you got this completely. So that's everything, and peace out, boy.